Hi, if you can see me and hear me, give me a big hi in the comment box. My name is Dr. Meghana Dikshit. I am a success coach and energy psychologist. Thank you for coming on this video to understand how your past experiences can impact your life today. Yes, and you know what? It's a very well-known fact. Psychology and science both has proved that your past experiences have a huge share in what you are today and what you will become tomorrow. Why am I saying that? Let me explain you a little bit about it. Okay, from the psychology point of view, they say that the experiences that you go through in your life, okay, since you're born till now, everything is stored in your memory. Okay, everything is stored in your memory. And those same experiences actually make you understand the world around you. Like if you have observed a child, okay, if you have observed a child, you would see this, that the child is hungry to grab the information, constantly grabbing the information, because when we are born, our brain is not fully developed. Over a period of say 7, 8, 9, 10 years, we are absorbing a lot of information from our 5 senses around what is happening around us. What we see, what you hear, what you eat, what you smell, what you feel. All of this, we take this information constantly inside, and that information actually forms your perception about the world. Now, why do you need that information? Okay, you need that information so as you grow in your life, you can communicate with the world outside. Okay, you can communicate with the world outside. That's the reason you observe this information. Now, if you remember, in our Hindi movies, it is always been highlighted that when a woman is pregnant, she should read some good books. She should read Ramayana, she should read Mahabharata, she should read Gita, she should read stuff which is more more soothing, calming, making her feel good, right? Because we truly believe in our mythology and in our ancient science, that's Ayurveda, we truly believe, like if you have heard of Garbha Sanskar. By the way, for the people, those who do not know, I'm also an Ayurvedic doctor. So my understanding is firmly rooted in the ancient Indian wisdom. So I'm sure you all have heard this as a child, that in the movies, or some dadi nani or somebody saying that you should read good books as a pregnant woman. Why? Because we truly believe that the child inside the mother's womb can experience the entire thing that the mother is going through, which is absolutely true. Now the modern science is proving it. So let's go back to what happens is, why do you consume all this information as a child and then develops the brain as you're growing up? Because you need to, you need to communicate with the surroundings around you. So for now, if you got what I said, type in the comment box, got it, okay? So that I can move on and tell you the next topic, next subject. I'm trying to make a very complex subject here, very easy and very simple for you to understand, okay? So once the child has gotten information and it kind of has formed its brain, after that information, if that information is proved to be true by enough number of experiences that the child has gone through, I'm going to share with you some of the things towards the end of the video so that you understand what I mean here by that. So if the child experiences the similar things again and again as a child, it becomes the belief. Okay, it becomes the belief. Now you may ask me, do we not form beliefs when we become adults? We do form them, okay? But as a child, till the age of say 9 or max till you become a teenager, what happens is your experiences form your core beliefs. The way you communicate with the world, the way you understand the world, your perceptions are formed accordingly. And these are the core beliefs, and they become your innermost beliefs. So in fact, they create your personality. They create your personality. And it is said that your personal reality can never exceed your personality. Let me repeat that again for you, okay? Your personal reality can never exceed your personality. Put that in the comment box if you understood what I mean. Let me explain you a little bit about what I said right now. Your personal reality can never exceed your personality. What does that mean? Your personality is majorly constituted by your beliefs, your attitude, your inner ability to perceive and look at the world. Are you a problem focused person, or are you a solution focused person? How do you respond to the challenges? What do you do during the challenges? Do you believe primarily that you can do this? Are you understanding what I'm saying, right? So that is your personality. And as much you believe in your ability, only that much you create as a reality. Sometimes some ideas, some things that you want in your life or desires that you have in your life are not fathomable by your current personality, what you believe in. They do not support your desires and goals, and that's the reason 94% of the people fail to achieve their dreams. Only 6% people are able to do it. Why? Because 6% people are constantly breaking their beliefs, their limitations, their barriers. And 94% of the people choose to believe that they cannot break that barrier. See, I'm constantly meeting thousands of people at a time. Even now, when I'm doing my master classes, there are thousands of people attending my master classes, and every week I'm meeting them. I know what people think. 80% of the people think that they cannot, and 20% people in the world think they can. Let me repeat that again for you. 80% people think that they cannot, and 20% people think they can. Let me know in the comment box if you are a can't person or you are a can person. Because when you think you can, you actually can. Let me give you a simple example here to explain you that, okay? We all probably have this experience as a child. You remember if your mother had asked you to get something from the kitchen. Let's assume your mother asked you to get salt from the kitchen. And you immediately get this, oh, but I don't know where is it. मुझे तो पता ही नहीं कहाँ नमक रखा हुआ है. अरे मम्मी मुझे नहीं पता है कहाँ रखा हुआ है. And your mother says, अरे you just go there, it's right there in front of you, you'll get it, go get it. And you go there thinking in your mind, अरे नहीं यार नहीं मिल रहा, मुझे तो मालूम ही नहीं है, पता नहीं मम्मी क्या भेजती रहती है, it's so stupid to go and check this, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं है. You know, you constantly think this way. And you go there and sure enough, you can't see it. And then you scream from the kitchen and say, mummy, nahi dikh raha hai, I can't find the salt. And then your mother comes, give you a nice whack on your tapli on your head, and she says, ye kya samne pada hai? Right there in front of you, you have salt, but you cannot see it. In the science, this particular phenomenon is called as scotoma. Okay, so what is scotoma? Scotoma is a mental blind spot, and we all have these blind spots. And how are these blind spots developed? These blind spots are developed by our ability to believe in something. Today it could be your health, it could be your relationships, it could be your money, career, anything. Whatever you believe, and that belief comes from your past experience. The science says, you know, the science, I spoke about psychology right now, I'm going to talk about the science. Now science has been proving, the neuroscience has been proving this, that your memory impacts a lot of your personal ability to act in the present and think of the future. Let me repeat that again. Your memory governs your ability to act in the present and think and act in the future. Why is that so? Because whatever you have memorized by your experiences is familiar territory. Your brain loves familiarity. Type in the comment box. Brain loves familiarity. Brain loves familiarity. So when your brain loves familiarity, your brain wants to go back to what is familiar because it feels that it is safe and it will not give you pain. Because whatever is unknown and whatever is unfamiliar is painful. Think about it. If you have never walked out in your life, if you have never done a push-up and you decide to do a full push-up today, it will be painful, isn't it? Similarly, whatever your brain has not experienced so far, if you want that in your life, it's going to be painful. So for brain doesn't want to give you pain. It wants you to keep safe. So it will go back into the memory. It's easy to go back and retrieve the information and tell you quickly, this is the way I acted in the past, it worked, now also you do the same. Now sometimes you later on understand, oh my God, why did I behave like that? It didn't work for me in the last so many years, I'm still behaving like that. Have you ever experienced in your life that you have fallen into same repetitive patterns and behaviors? I have done that in the past. Have you done so? It could be your health, it could be your relationships where you know that I don't want to behave this way, but you behaved. It could be your financial decisions. It could be your career. Anything that you felt that I shouldn't have been doing that, but you still end up doing it. If you have experienced something like that in the past, please let me know in the comment box, what is that behavior that you do repetitively or you have done in the past repetitively. If you tell me in the comment box, probably I can help you with it. Yeah, probably I can help you with the behavior, how to get over that kind of a behavior. You know it's not working for you, but you still fall in the trap of the same behavior. That is because your brain retrieves it from your memory. It's easy. Like most of the people I meet and I coach, I have asked them, what do they want in 5 years? I'll tell you, there are 20% of people are clear of what they want. I'm telling you, 20% of people are really clear about what they want in 5 years. Not that they get it in 5 years, they know what they want. 80% people are clueless what they want in the next 5 years. 80% of the people know what they want tomorrow or within a week's time or within a month's time. Why? That's because it's familiar. I know tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to take the clothes out, I'm going to wear the clothes, I'm going to sit in my car, I'm going to go to the office, I'm going to do work and I'm going to come back. This is a known pattern. Your brain doesn't have to work hard for it. But if I tell you to think of what you want in the next 5 years, it's a lot of mental work. Believe me, it's a lot of mental work. And it's painful. Not just writing what you want in the next 5 years, but also working for it, right? Because when you write, you feel that, oh, I want to work this out and I want to do this. Now, it's really painful for the body. It's really painful for your brain to go there. So, it's what is simple, what is easier is to go back into the memory, bring it out and repeat the same behavior. This is what happens for days after days, week after week, month after month, year after year. Because it is comfortable. Unless and until you recognize and realize. Okay, now you will ask me, what's the solution if I do it? So it's like, you suppose you're working in a company and your boss tells you that, you are a very bad performer. You're a very bad performer and I don't want this anymore. You listen to him, but your boss does not point it out to you that what wrong you did. So what you do, you go to the next day again to the office and you behave exactly the same. You don't know what performance you should be changing or what you should be doing to become better. Similarly, if you do not give the feedback to your brain or to your physiology, to your neurology, that this behavior or this particular thought, this particular belief is coming in the way of me achieving that higher performance, you will most likely be repeating the same belief and same behavior. Now, awareness is a big power. The moment you become aware of a certain belief, of a certain behavior, which is on autopilot, but the awareness itself, it's like awareness is like a torch in the dark. Torch may be small, right? The bulb may be small in the torch, but does it give enough light for the entire room to take it out from the darkness? It does, right? Similarly, awareness does that. So write in the comment box, I want you to be engaged with me, participating with me, and I want you to write in the comment box, awareness is like a torch in the dark. Awareness is like a torch in the dark. So awareness is the first step that will tell you that this is a belief I have and I want to get over it. But that does not guarantee you that you will get out of that belief. It doesn't guarantee you that you will get out of that belief. Then what do you do? So let me give you a few examples here. I have written down few examples here for you to understand, okay? Some examples that you might understand that there is underlying this belief is going, okay? But the awareness is very, very powerful. So then you can look at the permutation combinations. You can look at the behaviors that you want in your life. You know, the behaviors that no longer serve you, you can work towards it. I will also tell you towards the end what can accelerate this process of changing your behaviors, okay? Today, the neuroscience and certain modalities in the world have moved so aggressively and so fast that there are some processes that you can go through that can change your lifetime belief in the 45 minutes. Okay, it's possible. You no longer need to suffer for 10, 15, 20 years. It can be changed in 45 minutes to 90 minutes. Precisely that if you are with a person, or if you are with a coach or a mentor who knows how to do those processes for you. But before that, before I share more about it, I want to talk to you about, some examples that you might resonate with. And if you resonate with those examples, let me know in the comment box you resonate, okay? So suppose there's a child who went through a physical abuse, okay? A physical abuse. Most likely the child will feel extremely ashamed of whatever that child has gone through, okay? And this is not even, sometimes I have met so many people, men and women, those who have been through abuse, and unfortunately they are not even aware that they are carrying this ashamed feeling, this embarrassment. Because see, most of the times the people, those who abuse children, are the people, those who are friend, family, or the helpers in the house. The child doesn't really know whom to tell this to. And even if the child tells, I know some of the cases that I have dealt with, that the child, even if the child tells the parents in fact either try to tell the child not to speak about it, or the child is beaten up because the child is mad, or sometimes it is like, shh, this is too bad to tell anybody, so just keep quiet. Yeah, and otherwise I have also seen parents advising this way that, oh, it's normal, I have also been through it, it's not a big deal, get over it. Now when a child is spoken that way, the child goes into embarrassment and feeling ashamed, and most likely this children will wound up being a shy person, right? And then you will wonder in their adulthood that why this person is not speaking, why this person is not so expressive, why this person lacks communication skills. You may ask the person to do n number of speaking courses or communication courses or body language courses. This person will not be able to do it because the personality has become that embarrassment that, if I speak up, it's not safe for me. So your brain wants to keep you safe. You remember I said it already, your brain wants to keep you safe. And if you speak up, if you come in the light, what if you are abused once again? Now you're grown up, but the brain that has frozen at that age when this had happened doesn't understand this. Because the memory is so strong. And if you go into that memory, you will experience the similar kind of feelings right now. And I'm 100% sure if you have been through something like that, you're right now feeling the exact disgusting feelings. If you haven't gotten over those experiences, you will exactly feel disgusted right now while going back into the memory lane. Okay? Now I don't want you to comment it on the, if you're not comfortable on this, in this particular way, but you know about it, like you know what I'm saying. And let me also assure you, if you have been through it and you haven't spoken to anybody, and if you're not open about it, let me tell you something. 95% of the people in India or even outside go through the child abuse. Let me tell you, that's a fact and it's unreported. So you're not the only one, if that gives you some sort of a solace. But I would definitely say that if you are facing any kind of, now what will happen, sometimes a person will become extremely shy and non-communicative, and sometimes to cover that up, the person will become aggressive, egoistic, and would actually bully somebody else. to cover the pain, because there are only two ways you can respond to the pain: by fighting it or by running away. The person who chooses to run away will most likely become the shy person, and the person who wants to fight back but doesn't know how to fight back, because as a child you couldn't fight back the person who actually abused you, because most likely these are old people, older than you, and you can't fight back. So what do you do now is you start fighting back. And how do you fight back now? Because the child is still small in your mind. How do you fight back? You fight back by bullying others. So if you can resonate with this, even if you don't comment on this particular belief, it's all right. I just want you to recognize it today, and that's the reason I'm sharing it with you. Okay. The number 2 that I want to share with you is the youngest child. Okay. This is one of the favorites of me, because I'm been the youngest child in the family, and you know the youngest child always receives attention from the family, right? I'm not saying whether it's a good attention or a bad attention. In my case, it was like, oh my God, all the 5 other people, like my elder 3 sisters and my parents, were all hovering around me to tell me that how I should not make any mistake, okay, how I should do this, and everybody had a different opinion about everything in my life. So I always felt, I got a lot of attention, but I always felt that I'm unheard. Nobody's listening to me. So what do? I excel in public speaking. Because when I am on the stage, when I am talking to people, I get that attention. By the way, I'm excellent at the work that I do, and I'm not boasting here. I mean, there will be a lot of people right now listening to this video know that I'm excellent. So you can comment on on this video and say, Dr. M, I love you. Say love you, Dr. M. Okay, say love you, Dr. M, because yes, I'm very good at what I do, and to my advantage, whatever the experiences I went through, I performed very well on the stage or in front of the people, because I always seek the attention. And most people, I will tell you, this has been my observation, most people, those who have been the center of attention as a child, want to become some sort of, like they have a desire to become successful. They have a desire to become, come in the limelight. They have a desire to become the person who's been looked by other people. I'm not saying it's good, bad. Sometimes it works for your advantage, like it worked for my advantage, because I am good at what I do, and when I'm able to present it well to people, and when I'm able to tell people how they can get over their issues, it works in my favor. So not always all the beliefs or all the things that you go through or all the experiences that you go through are bad. Okay, there are different kinds of experiences. There could be positive and there could be negative experiences. Sometimes the experiences, those were positive experiences, work in your favor. They are actually, to be honest, whether it's positive or negative experience, they both have made you who you are today. Like, I agree with you, and because many people say this, and I agree with you that it's very difficult to sometimes get over the experience or forget what has happened. And I always tell people, do not forget whatever happened, because you cannot. It's in the memory. It's inked in your memory, because you have repeated it enough number of time in your mind so that it has become permanent. You can never get rid of that experience, and you should not, because that same experience probably has given you certain traits, certain personality that has made you who you are today. So equally it has contributed to your failures and success. So you don't want to get rid of the experience. You just want to forgive yourself for being in such an experience, if it was a negative experience. Or you need to forgive the person who has given you that experience. And the moment you do this whole forgiveness, you will liberate yourself. You're not doing it for anybody else. You're doing it for yourself. Yeah. So the third one, I came across this a lot in terms of women. Okay. Most likely when a woman or a girl goes through certain kind of abandonment from her father, or if her mother doesn't have a great relationship with her husband or a father, she probably would tell the girl that, men are always like that, don't trust them. Or sometimes girls are told as a child, do not trust the men. For whatever reasons, the society has made people like that. Today, in fact, I was I was giving an interview to a dear friend of mine who is working on women influencers and leadership, and we ended up talking about this, that most women feel that this is a man's world. Now that itself is a hypocrisy, because we are 50% men, 50% women. Why this is a man's world? Who taught us this? And not all the men out there are bad. I have met some exceptionally amazing men, those who lifted me, those who supported me, those are the wings, actually those who gave me the wings, including my father, my husband, my child, my friends, my mentors. But generally girls will have, and girls out there, if you're watching this, okay, I'm telling you, that's whatever you believe in, the men should not be trusted, is a lie told to you. Is a lie told to you by whoever is in your life, you know. Maybe it could be your mother, it could be aunt, it could be a teacher, it could be a friend's mom, it could be a friend who went through a certain experience. Doesn't mean out there everything is bad. Now, when you believe in it that, you know, men should not be trusted or all men are bad, what this girl will do? This girl will attract the relationships in her life that sure will prove to her that men are bad. Or even if a good man walks in, she sure will sabotage. She'll do something in that relationship that will sabotage that relationship. If you resonate with this, if you have seen something like this, type in the comment box and tell me you resonated it. Okay, I'm going to pick up some very examples that I've seen a lot, right? There could be many more. Like I feel there are billions of people in the world, and every person will have a different experience. But I'm going to choose which is like which are pertinent ones, which I have seen that people have got into. Now, suppose you are a child whose parents always struggled with finances, okay, and they always, it was difficult. Some or the other way, they were making losses, or they were not able to procure enough money. They were not able to fend for the family. Something or the other was going on. Some struggle or some trouble was going on related to money, and you've been listening to it as a child. Now, you will grow up by thinking that I want to become really, really rich, because I don't want to struggle like my parents, and secondly, I want to give the best possible life to my parents because my parents struggled a lot. And if you're married, you will think, I don't want to give the similar life that I lived to my child. Now, let me tell you that, to be honest, I was in one of them, okay? A few years back, I was one of them. And that definitely helped me, but it also it started helping me when I understood this belief and I started working strategically, planning my finances. It didn't work for me till in date. I was thinking in my head that I want to become rich. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, and secondly, because of the pressure that I was putting in, I was always depressed, because no matter whatever I wanted in my life, which was out of reach, I was setting up some humongous goals for myself, which were which were practically not possible. And then it was putting me in the low phase, it was putting me in depression, it was making me feel I'm not worthy enough, it was making me feel, oh my God, I can't even do this. I was beating myself up to death in my mind. So if you resonate with this, you let me know you resonate with this, okay? Type in the comment box and let me know if you resonate, okay? This is a little longish video right now, but I'm going to continue because this is like a very interesting one which I have come across, the another one. Most likely, if you're a kid who's been bullied as a child, okay, emotionally bullied and physically bullied, okay, actually if you've been bullied in the childhood, most likely you will choose to join some sort of a martial arts. Okay, martial arts or boxing or something that is actually making you look like you're a strong person. Okay, I have interviewed so many gym junkies, okay, and I've asked them, why is there a connection between they joining the gym and something to do with they've been bullied as a child. And most gym junkies, okay, those who build, bulk up their bodies, have told me that they have been through the bullying. Not that I'm saying everybody who goes to the gym has been exposed to bullying, but people, those who are not going for health reasons, and going to bulk up their bodies just to look stronger, just to have a stronger appearance, most likely these kids would have been through bullying. So if you have gone through any sort of a bullying as a child, and if you resonate with this, that you want to portray stronger image, put in the comment box and let me know if this is something for you. Okay, now see, as I was telling you, there are various ways you can get over these experiences, because these are the experiences probably till now helped you to be who you are. But most likely, if you have a higher goals, okay, if you have a higher goals, and if you have so long watched this video, I'm 100% sure you are either my student or you've been following me constantly on social media to get more information and knowledge, or you are someone who really is into personal development and who really is in the 20% of the people who wants to break the barrier and be successful. Now understand something. If you are any one of them, I want to tell you something. If these beliefs have taken you so far in your life, most likely if you have bigger visions and bigger goals, they may not take you to the next level. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get over them. Be aware of them. Okay? What you can do about it, be aware of them, do certain things which will make you out of those beliefs. Now, what are those certain things? You may journal, you may get into some adventure, you may get into whatever suits you. If you are my student, you can actually ask me this question. You can ask me this question right in the comment box here that, I have this belief. Dr. M, suggest us what can I do? And I would definitely like to come back and help you with it. And for those of you who actually have been through some sort of a bullying or some sort of a abuse, I would definitely urge you to do not take it lightly if it bothers you a lot, okay? Because not everything you need to fight all battles alone. You can always hold the hand of somebody who's actually worked in that area, like maybe a therapist or a coach. Hold the hand of somebody and get out of that experience, because that experience is creating a scotoma in your life. Scotoma is a blind spot. And you know what, as much as you open your mind's horizons, it will make you achieve higher and higher levels of success. It's always better to invest in a coach. I'm not talking about myself here. It's your choice. If you want to come, you connect with me, you resonate with me, you come to me, then no problem. I conduct masterclasses every single week. So if you're interested in one of my free masterclasses, tell me in the comment box that you're interested and I will send you the link to attend the next masterclass. But if you're someone who really struggling with certain kind of an experience, and I know you are, okay, because there's so many people every single day message me on various social media platforms and tell me that they are struggling to get over some experience, and I can't even tell you that what kind of experiences that I have heard about. Like, the worst of the experience that I had heard from a police officer, okay, where she belongs to a community where her own relatives actually they actually have the sexual relationship with all the daughters in the family. Now what kind of a thing is that girl, maybe now you see, that's a bullying, right? And she's a police officer. But when she came to me, she was howling and crying, and she said that I cannot, every single day when I'm with my husband, I am remembering all those abuses that I went through as a child, and I cannot live my life. Now, can you believe that? Any of your experience that you have been through, and if that comes back to you, haunts you, it's not worth keeping in your mind. It's not helping you. That's a blind spot. Please understand that. The moment you release, you will fly like a butterfly. You'll free yourself. So let me know in the comment box if there is anything that I can do for you and help you with. Okay? If you feel that it's a very intimate experience that you cannot share in the comment box, send me a private message. Send me a private message and I will make one of my team members to reach out to you, and if we can help you out with it. Okay? So thank you so much for once again being with me. Don't forget to write "Love you Dr. M" on the comment box. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.